more minute. Jimmy, go ahead and you go ahead and orchestrate the opening.
Okay. For the Pledge of Allegiance, we'll go to Gab.
Signs up. Sorry. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Two.
For the Scout Law, we'll go to Joshua.
Scout sign. Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. 2.
The Scout Oath will go to Philip.
Signs up. The Scout is, on my honor, I will do my best to do my duty and to God and my country, and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
The Outdoor Code will go to Tristan.
As an American, I will do my best to be clean in my outdoor manners, be careful with fire, be considerate in the outdoors, and be conservation minded. 2.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, let me go through the first couple of slides. This will be a short meeting today, but I have left over to finish the. I hope you use the extra time so that you can finish the project today. Can you hear me now? Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to go over the first couple of slides. The first one is about what we're doing the next few weeks. Today, we're going to talk about investments and purchases and savings. Next week, I'm not sure who the instructor is. It won't be me. For the next 2 weeks is outdoor ethics. And Mr. Ed is organizing someone to give the class on outdoor ethics. On July 24th, we'll finish the task that we started today. And you'll understand what that means in a minute. On July 31, we'll have an online safety class for the rifle shooting merit badge. And then right now, the tentative dates for camping are August 7 and 8. And they're trying to get that at El Caballo riding stables. That's not firm yet. I will let you know when I find out. On August 14th, now remember, you had the safety class for shooting, which is basically the same class as you had if you were a Cub Scout. So you had the safety class online. There's a booklet that goes with it. and there's about 6 pages. You have to fill out the answers and submit them to me. And the first people to submit them will be the first people to shoot. On August 14th, the first 8 shooters will shoot to finish up the rifle shooting merit badge. It takes about 1 hour for 2 people. There's 2 people shooting at a time. It takes about 1 hour for those 2 people to finish. So we'll have 2 of you from 8 to 9, 2 of you from 9 to 10, 2 of you from 10 to 11, 2 of you from 11 to 12, and then usually it rains in the afternoon. And the following Saturday, we'll do 8 more people. But remember, the key is, if you want to be first, get that booklet done when we have the safety class. Any questions on what we're doing the next few weeks? Next slide. All right, now let's get some updates here. About half of you have finished the physical education portion of second class. Okay, let's see. Victor's not here. Joshua, I guess you're working on first class now, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Adrian's still in the States. Cami, how many sessions have you done for physical training?
10 days.
10 days, very good. Philip, how many have you done now? Yo, Philip. Philip, can you hear me?
Yes, I sent it to you in the chat.
Okay, all right. And Max is not here, and JC Salas is not here. Okay, I hope you guys are still thinking about what you want to do for merit badges, but the rifle shooting one will keep us busy for a few weeks. How many of you are working on your community service? Jimmy, are you working on your community service? Ethan? You are. What's your community service, Ethan? Or you don't know yet?
We just I've been cleaning around the subdivision.
I see, okay. All right, Gab, you finished yours. Philip, have you come up with an idea for community service yet? All right. You guys need to get that done. You know, we're gonna finish up second class by about the end of August now. So you need to get that project out of the way. And Cami, you can think of a community service project you can do there in the States. Work with your dad to come up with a project. Might be picking up trash around where you live, or you may be able to think of some more exciting thing. All right, let's move to next slide. Okay, the task we're going to be doing today and the other day that I told you about a minute ago is you're going to set your mind on something that you want to buy. And you're going to do some competitive shopping and price comparisons. And you're going to plan on how you're going to earn the money to do it. Now, before COVID, you would pick an item and then you would go to 3 stores to find out the price. But with COVID, you can't very well go to SM or other places. So you need to pick your item. Now, your item can be something small, or it can be something big, expensive. Let's say you want to buy a Samsung XYZ phone, and you need to go online to Shopee, Lazada, SM is online, or you can go to Amazon online and find out the price at 3 of those places. But you need to find out the price for the same item on each one of those. Like you can't look at a Samsung XYZ on 2 of them and then look at a Samsung X on another one. It has to be the same item on all 3 so you can determine the price. Now, it doesn't have to be something expensive like a phone. It could be a first aid kit, for example, something that's not too expensive. So you guys pick that item. Each one of you will have a different item. Pick that item, and then you go ahead and do the worksheet that you should have printed out already. Then you need to make your plan how you're going to earn the money. Let's go to the next slide, please. Okay, we already talked about that. Next slide. Okay, that's the form that you should have downloaded already. And that's the form you're going to need to fill out to finish requirement 8C and 8D. Now you don't have to wait for when we discuss this again. What I'm going to do on that date that we're going to discuss it again is I'm going to ask you to present what you look for, the prices, and how you're going to earn the money, and are you really going to buy it? You guys do not have to buy the item that you pick. There's no requirement you have to buy the item. This is just so that you know how to find the cheapest price and know how to earn money to buy an item. And you can come up with the price in dollars or pesos. Either one is okay. Next slide. Okay, we talked about the places that you can shop online. All right, now to give you an example, my example to buy is a PlayStation 5. And if I look on SM online, I can find a PlayStation for 39,990 pesos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write that number down on that form that you have that you should have printed. Down at the bottom, you see it says location 1, location 2, location 3. I'm going to write that price down for SM so that I can compare it to the other prices that I find. Next slide, please. Now, the next one is from Shopee. And the price for that one is, you can't see it, it's 30,000. 30,000 at Shopee. Now, the other thing you got to keep in mind is when you buy this stuff online, you need to buy it from a reputable dealer. Some of these folks on Shopee and Lazada are not the most honest people in the world. The next one that I picked is from Lazada, and it's 49,249 pesos. So far, that's the most expensive one. I probably wouldn't want to buy that one. The next one, remember, you only have to do 3. You only have to shop 3 places. But I did a 4th one just so you'd have it for an example. I looked on Amazon, how much is the PlayStation? PlayStation on there is $1,125.52. And then it costs you another $79.99 for shipping. for a total of $1,205. Then what you have to do is convert that to pesos. And my total price, if I buy it at Amazon, the other day when I made these slides, the dollar was 48 pesos and 52 centavos to a dollar. So when I convert the dollar price at Amazon, the PlayStation 5 is going to cost me $58,491. Excuse me, pesos. So looking at those four prices, which one is the cheapest? Which one would I want to buy my PlayStation 5 from?
Shopee.
Shopee, right, that was 30,000 pesos at Shopee. So now the other part of this worksheet, when you've determined which place you're going to buy your product, is you need to decide how you're going to earn the money. You've got a price as your target, and you need to find out how you're going to get the money to do that. It might be gifts. It might be a weekly allowance. It might be small jobs in a neighborhood. There's not, when I was a kid, it was easy to have small jobs in the neighborhood, cutting grass, delivering newspapers, etc. But it's not so easy now in the Philippines. Anyway, come up with a plan how you're going to earn your money and save the amount that you are going to get to purchase the product that you have picked. Then when we meet in 2 weeks, you're going to present your plan to me, each one of you. And that will take you a few minutes. You'll tell me, I picked a Sony computer model such and such, and here's the prices I found on the internet, and here's how I'm going to earn the money, but I've decided not to buy it. That's basically what your briefing is going to be to me. So okay, next slide. So what are your questions? Does anybody have any questions? Now, while this is fresh in your mind, I would recommend that you guys stay online after we get done this meeting, decide what product you're going to buy, and then stay online and look at the prices and put them down on your worksheet. Now, if you finish all of the information on your worksheet, you can go ahead and send that to me, and then you won't have to brief in 2 weeks. It's up to you which one you want to do. But this is another requirement you got to get done for second class. So do I have any questions on what the requirement is? All right. Jimmy, would you go ahead and do the closing ceremony, please?
Everybody unmute your mic. May the great scout. What?
Jimmy, wait just a minute. Max, how many PE sessions do you have?
Like
Not like, I want the number that it is.
13.
13. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You need to get busy so you can get those finished up. And you need to readjust your alarm clock. Okay, Jimmy, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead and do the closing.
Okay. May the
Great Scoutmaster of all scouts, to all investors till we meet again.
Troop
485
dismissed.
dismissed.
Woo! Woo!
Bye.